The polls have closed. The results coming into the newsroom tonight. Thank you for joining us on Election Night. I'm Janice Rebholz.
And I'm Kyle Beachy. With record turnout across the heart of Illinois, several races tonight neck and neck.
We begin tonight with the race for mayor in Peoria. Taking a look, the race currently separated by just 73 votes. Jim Montalongo with a slight lead tonight. However, the Election Commission telling us there are at least 675 outstanding mail-in ballots. As long as they are postmarked by Election Day, they will be counted. And this means the race is not over just yet. It is too close to call. We begin our team coverage tonight with Andy Weber, who is live with Rita Ali.
Andy, Ali led the field on votes during the primary, and now the night ends without a decisive answer.
Yeah, and despite that slim margin, spirits are still high here at the Ali camp. I'm now joined by the candidate, Dr. Rita Ali. Dr. Ali, if I can have you for a second right here for me. First question for you, how you feeling right now?
I feel victorious. I feel that we're going to be victorious in the end.
But with that slim margin, what does that tell you about today's election?
What's that?
With that slim margin, what does it tell you about today's election?
Well, it says that the citizens of Peoria pretty much supported both candidates almost equally.
And what's your message for Peorians who did not vote for you?
For citizens that did not vote for me, if I'm ultimately elected mayor, I'm going to support everybody equally in the city of Peoria.
And finally, if you are elected mayor, on your first day in office, what do you want to address?
Well, I would want to try to work on relationships amongst the council. I'm still on the council. I'm an elected at-large member of Peoria City Council. So regardless of what happens, I'm not going away.
All right, Dr. Lee, we're all done. I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for it. Of course, have a great night. All right, well, that's all for us in Peoria. Reporting live in Peoria, I'm Andy Weber, Heart of Illinois, ABC. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Andy. And we'll hear from Jim Montalongo in just a few minutes, so stick around for that. But all 5 district city council seats up for grabs. We profiled many of these races last week. And for many candidates, public safety and pension-related budget cuts were a critical issue. We start on the south side of the city in the 1st District. Challenger Denise Jackson overtaking incumbent Denise Moore for Peoria City Council's District 1 seat. 70% of the vote going to the newcomer. Jackson, during her campaign, saying it was change for the city's south side. She grew up on the south side, saying the area was stable, economically sound, but unfortunately, she says she's watched it deteriorate.
And heading now to the Peoria City Council's 2nd District, incumbent Chuck Graham taking 54% of the vote there. He's got 25 years on the council, 2 terms as the 2nd District councilman. Peter Kobach, his opponent there, with 46% of the vote. A big topic between the two on this one was social services and police, but it looks like Graham is taking that race tonight. And Peoria City Council 3rd District, Tim Riggenbach, the incumbent here, he's been in that seat for 12 years. He'll take 60% of the vote and 80% reporting tonight. Gail Thetford with 40%, and both of them have served on the council before, but it appears Riggenbach will maintain in that seat.
All right, and moving to the 4th District, now Andre Allen is the winner after Steve Corey withdrew from the race. He was appointed to a statewide commission by Governor Pritzker. Andre Allen, again, the winner of the District 4 seat in Peoria City Council. And to the 5th District, Dennis Sear winning tonight over Ryan Height. There was no primary election tonight. 54% of the vote. Dennis Sear winning in that 5th District. But we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to... let's go to the City of Peoria clerk, Kyle.
All right, we've got City of Peoria clerk Stephanie Tarr with 54% of the vote over Sean Allen, and that is with 100% of the precincts reporting. So Stephanie Tarr, your new Peoria City clerk.
And voters weighed in on the city's next treasurer as well, winning that race tonight by a small margin, 51% of the vote. That is Stephen Morris. He is a former Peoria County board member.
And popular issues are being debated in Peoria, the police and fire pensions and the budget cuts made to pay for them in recent years. Tonight, voters spoke on whether they support an annually increasing tax to cover the pension costs. There are 2 separate questions, one for police and one for fire. On the police pension tax levy, it looks like the vast majority, almost 80%, saying no. And as for the fire tax levy, It looks like it's just about the same. 74% saying no, they do not want Peoria to increase that fire pension tax levy.
And now back to the mayoral race. If Rita Ali loses the race for mayor, she will still be on the horseshoe as an at-large council member. However, Jim Montalongo loses his District 4 seat either way. He is only leading the mayoral race by 73 votes.
Paige Blanzy joining us live now with the Montalongos' reaction.
Kyle, Janice, I have Jim Montalongo's whole family here, and they've been telling me it has been a roller coaster of emotions tonight, seen as the results have been coming in. Jim, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, you know, right now I'm feeling very hopeful and very excited to see what the results ended up being tonight. Just very thankful for all my supporters who came out and got their votes in for me. I'd also like to thank Rita Ali for running a really good race as well.
Yeah, and as you are in the lead right now, were you expecting it to be this close?
You know, the way it started out was kind of discouraging, and then as the night got, the numbers got closer and closer, I started feeling a little bit better here. So then, yeah, that it took forever for that last batch to come through here, and then I had to read it like 2 or 3 times to make sure what I was reading was the right numbers. Yeah, so I was very excited to see what the end results were.
Yeah, and if you are to be elected the next mayor of Peoria, what is your first move? What's next?
First move, definitely meeting with every single council person, especially the newly elected ones, and start talking about the things that they want to get done and start putting some action plans right behind it.
Okay. Thank you again, Jim. I really appreciate it. And that is all for us now here live in Peoria. I'm Paige Blanzy. Back to you guys in the studio.
Again, that race too close to call, but we will continue to follow it. But to the Twin Cities now, where the race for mayor of Normal is a repeat of 2017, and we're calling the race for incumbent Chris Coos. Now, Tara Tilley lost by 11 votes 4 years ago, but tonight it looks like that margin is much different. Chris Coos will maintain his seat as mayor of Normal.
I'm a little concerned that we will not know the results tonight.
Well, it's the start of a new era in Normal. They need to look at how are we paying for things going forward, what kind of deals will we do in the future, and we'll just take a different perspective on things.
No, I think I have a more long-term vision, a more optimistic individual.
And we now turn to the race for mayor of Bloomington. 3 candidates in the general election, as outgoing Mayor Terry Renner is retiring, and it looks like Mboka Milambwe will take that role. 39% of the vote. He's been on council for 12 years. And we continue our team coverage tonight with Harry Croton, who is live with the next mayor of Bloomington.
With the majority of the vote, Mboka Milambwe is the projected winner. Harry, what's the latest there?
Well, Kyle and Janice, just a great atmosphere at Hacienda Leon in Bloomington for a hard-fought campaign from Mboka Milambwe. Mboka, just tell me about your campaign and everything leading up to this moment.
Well, I think it was a very difficult campaign. We were up against a lot of powerful forces, but I think in the end, the public was able to recognize that our message resonated, and we were able to be victorious. So I'm very excited for Bloomington.
And what is this the beginning of? What is this the start of now that it's day one for you as mayor?
I think this is the start of us coming together as a community. Throughout the campaign, I talked to a lot of people who were very concerned about the level of polarization for the community, and I think I'm the kind of person who is able to bring people together. And I've had a number of people from a lot of different persuasions support my campaign, and that's something that I'd like to do and expand to Bloomington, to all of Bloomington. I want us to work together and to be successful as a community.
Well, congratulations. 4,400, more than 4,400 votes from Mboka Milambwe. 39%. Kyle and Janice, back to you.
Thank you, Harry. In Bloomington, also, City Council has 5 seats available for this year's election, with incumbent Jamie Matthew re-elected to Ward 1 after running unopposed. Filling in the spot of Mboka Milambwe's seat in Ward 3 is Sheila Montney. 68% of the vote for Sheila there, with 100% of that vote reporting over Willie Halbert. And for Bloomington City Council, Ward 5, Ward 5, Nick Becker, 58% of the vote there over Patrick Lawler. 100% votes in there as well.
And we also had 5 candidates vying for Ward 7 back in February, but now that race has come down to Mary Molly Ward and Kelby Cumption, and it will be Ward that will take that win tonight. And in Ward 9, incumbent Kimberly Bray did not seek another term, and that means Tom Crumpler will take that role with 51% of the vote. Now, this is a very close race. We are still waiting in mail-in ballots. Could this change? Possibly, but right now, Tom Crumpler is that projected winner.
And for more live results, you can check out our website, HYBC.com, or as you see there, download our free mobile app. You can just click on election results, see them live as they come in.
And after the break, we'll have more of your election night results with mayoral race in smaller communities happening all over the heart of Illinois.
Well, we have to talk a little bit weather, too. We do have some showers and thunderstorms in the forecast tomorrow. We're going to have details on that. Your full 10-day forecast up next.